Daphne is a very competitive person, and she really, once she finds out what she wants, she really decides to go after it. And she's very headstrong, and she's very focused in that sense. So the Daphne Bay Emmett love triangle really puts the two of us at ends with each other, and at the same time, we're the only people who understand what the other one's going through. So there's a love-hate that absolutely happens.
Well, Emmett was clear about his feelings with Daphne and the fact that he loves Bay, but there is a slight chance that you may see some waffling. In a dramatic situation, anything could happen. Issues are issues, so you certainly can't promise a clear path. But Emmett was clear with Daphne, and he does love Bay at this point, yes.
The Bay and Daphne relationship is one of my favorites on the show because it's so complex. Like, all the relationships are really complicated, but ours is like, it's a mess because we're in competition with each other over our family, over our boy. We envy each other. We want each other's strengths, support, and we want what the one lacks to be what we lack, and then we want to support each other. We want to get to know each other because it's our creator was actually going to call the show, instead of Switched at Birth at one point, The Other Me. And we are. She's my other me. We're Switchsters. Right? Right?
But Toby's great. It's an interesting character because he's the objective character in the family, getting to kind of take a step back, and since he's not a switch sister or a parent who's trying to figure out how to deal with this crazy situation, he's kind of there to observe and reflect. So it's kind of nice.
I think one of the wonderful things for our show is that, on ABC Family, it's routinely about the teenagers, and this show splits it right down the middle. It's about the emotions and the drama and the dealings of how the parents also relate to it, and how the children, and then also how they relate back and forth. And I think that's what surprised everybody, is how deep and how emotional it got, and it gets, and we don't cheat around anything. We really struggle through the storylines, and we explore all avenues of what it would be like to have our child switch. What if it happened to you? What would you do? And then if one of the characters or your child was deaf, then how would you explore that? I mean, it really calls into nature versus nurture, which is really good TV.
The lawsuit plays a big part this season. There's definitely evidence that comes up that everyone's like, wait a second, hold on. What? I mean, just as big of a part of last season's lawsuit was, I think it's even bigger this upcoming season part.
Part two.